Hello neighbor, this is Curt with etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Benton Shifts&Grins platform bike rack and see how it interacts with our 2024 Nissan Rogue. Now if you decide to go ahead and purchase these Shifts&Grins and you've got some stories to share, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. We'd love to share your experience with our other neighbors in order to help them make the best decision for themselves. So if you've been looking for a two-bike platform rack for the hitch of your Nissan Rogue, you want it to be very versatile in that you can mount it a few different ways if you have a couple of different styles of bikes. You want it to have a decent cargo capacity or weight capacity as well. The Benton Shifts&Grins is going to be an excellent option for you. It can use the wheel mount like we have it on here, or you could actually use it as a frame mount as well in case you have yourself a bike with fenders. But really, on a wheel mount is probably the most popular way. And if you have a custom paint job or a carbon fiber frame, the wheel mount is going to be the way you'd want to go anyway. It does have a 55-pound weight capacity. That means that some of the e-bikes that are out there are also going to work well on this rack. Now, one of the things about it that you want to be aware of when we're looking at how it works with the Rogue is really this is one of the larger frame bikes that we have here in the shop. It's got about 15.5-inch handlebars. Sits pretty high up as well. But as you can see, this bike carrier holds it far away enough that pedal placement, even down here, isn't a huge issue with the bumper. I probably put it around here just to be safe anyway. We're really not in any danger of our handlebar hitting up here. And even if we were on a bumpier road, this really isn't going to come in contact back here at all. But like with any hitch bike rack, we are going to end up having some obstruction as far as visibility coming out the back. Obviously, you're going to get some obstruction with a bike on it coming out of your rear window. Your taillights are going to be partially obscured depending on the size of the tire of the bike. But your license plate and your rear view camera are definitely going to be obscured. And because of that rear view camera, it's a good idea to know just what kind of footprint this is leaving behind your Rogue. So from the bumper to the furthest point of the rack itself, we are right at 28 inches. So just bear in mind, you got a little more of 2 feet back here to account for when you're backing into a tighter space or trying to parallel park. The other thing we want to take a look at is going to be our ground clearance. So here at the furthest point, we've got a ground clearance of 16 inches, and down here at the shank, we've got a ground clearance of 8.5 inches. Now, that is something to be mindful about in case you come upon any steeper inclines or driveways, just to make sure this isn't going to end up bottoming out for you. Now, I did mention also that this has a 55-pound weight capacity. So from the ground to the wheel cup, you're looking right at 20 inches. So just make sure you're comfortable lifting whatever weight your bike is up and down from that 20-inch height. Now, one of the biggest questions that we always get about platform hitch bike racks is, will I have access to my liftgate? And when talking about the Benton Shifts&Grins, you absolutely will. We're going to be able to use a tilt-away feature by popping this button in right here and lowering the bike rack back towards us. Then we can come right around here, pop open our lift gate. Plenty of clearance, not even close actually. But now we can get in and out of our lift gate. We can get other equipment, grab our helmet, change our shoes, grab a drink of water, whatever we need. Or maybe after we hit the trail, we would just want to hit the grocery store on the way home, and now we can get the whole cargo space loaded up without having to actually remove the bike. And in order to get it back up into place, all you really need to do is brace and lift up on it. You don't have to hit the button in for this. You just lift it up until we hear that pop. Now we're back in our riding position and we're ready to hit the road. All right, so loading and unloading your bike off of the Benton Shifts&Grins is a really simple process as well. There are 3 points of contact. There is our arm and hook, and then there is a ratcheting wheel strap on each wheel cup that has this rubber pad that's also going to help protect the inside of our wheels. So in order to get the bike off, the first thing we're going to do is undo our straps. So I'm going to press in this tab, run the strap out, and feed it through the spokes and out of the way. I'm going to do the same thing right over here with the front strap. Get that out of the way. Now I can hang on to the bike, open up my claw, lift it up, and I'm going to run it across the front of the tire and clear the wheel. Now I can remove my bike and either store it in my garage or hit the trail. So now the question is when you're driving around and you don't have a bike on it, How does it carry that way? Well, we do actually have a stowaway position on this. We're going to use that same button in the front that we used to tilt away. It's just rather than letting it fall, we're going to lift up on it instead. And once it clicks into place, we're now in our stowaway position, and we're really going to significantly reduce that footprint that it left behind the bumper. Before deployed, it was at 28 inches. Now we've knocked that down pretty much right in half to about 14.5 inches. So you still want to be conscious that this is back here, but it's only about half as much as it was when it was fully deployed. We've also regained a lot of visibility back here. So other drivers are going to be able to see your license plate and your taillights clearly. You're going to see out of your rear window clearly, but you may have a little bit of interference here at the top from your rear view camera, but it is still going to be much more visible through there, than it was before with the bike on it. So all in all, if you do need a really versatile two-bike carrier for the hitch of your Nissan Rogue, I think the Benton Shifts&Grins could be an excellent choice for you. I'm Curt with eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.